Wednesday edition, Mr. Relevant. I'm Alex Strouf with you from the Gruber Law Office. One call, that's all. Studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. Josh DiMaggio is here. Hunter Vaughn is here. Will Sommers is here. No cheesehead on his head today, as he kind of paid off the bet.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him walking to the gym on my way out of the building. No cheesehead on his head.
I was doing neck raises, so you can't wear a cheese head when you're doing neck raises.
Oh, is that what the gym says?
It was head day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Head day.
Neck day.
Head day.
It kind of impedes the workout.
Yeah, I mean, next time and for the next bet, it's going to have to be he has to wear a jersey. The cheesehead was a good idea because it's the most embarrassing thing. It's the most out in the open, stick out type thing.
Yep.
But Will just didn't wear it at all. He wore it for the 1 hour of the program, and then every time I looked at him at other times, it was off his head. Bad sport.
If it was more comfortable, I would have worn it more.
Bad sport.
I probably would have worn it the next day.
Bad sport.
Yeah, what'd you call it? A good old classic case of, what was the word you used again?
I don't know. Insubordination.
That's the one. There you go. Yep. Insubordination. Yeah, he just didn't follow through.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if we can make a bet in 2 weeks.
I also had a lot of meetings that I had to go to with people that I need to take me seriously. So, it was a big day for me.
That's inaccurate.
Yeah, I agree.
Now he's lying. Insubordinate and a fibber.
Lying with your manager, it literally on the show, is just a wild strategy, Will.
He understands.
Fair enough. All right, plenty to get into today as we get you ready for Packers Broncos coming up Sunday. Is it still called Mile High Stadium or has it changed?
It's probably sponsor Mile High. I don't want to give any free ads here, but
it used to be Sports Authority,
which is no longer a thing.
Empower Field at Mile High.
Yeah. See,
I don't know what Empower is, but
that's a hiring company.
Yep, great. I didn't know that. Very good. Okay. Want to talk about Matt LaFleur. Want to talk about Jordan Love. We will hear from Molly Brown on Jim, Matt, and Molly. She said something I took quite an exception to, so we will break that down at some point.
Speaking of exception to, I really made people mad with my Caleb Williams opinion.
Oh, yeah.
The video last I looked on our Twitter has 200,000 plus views and 300 some comments.
What did
Everyone
you say?
being nice that Caleb Williams hasn't developed, which is accurate. He's doing the same stuff he did in college.
Yeah, I had no problem with it. I don't know, but I'm also not a Bears fan.
And other people have then stolen our content to try and draft off of me bringing such electrifying takes. They then repurposed it and tried to get their own little likes.
Yeah, I came across you on TikTok and it wasn't you.
No, sure wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Josh on my For You page just out in the wild. That was a shock.
I mean, that's how you make noise.
What's with the Happy New Year hats in the studio?
Don't know.
You don't know where they came from?
Haven't an idea.
Okay. You and I produced 2 of the 3 shows that happen in these studios. And we either host or produce 3 of the 4 shows that happen on a regular basis in the show or in the studio. And neither of us have a clue?
No clue.
Well, any idea where these Happy New Year hats came from?
I don't know, because I produced the Green Bay Game Night, which is another one without you guys, and I couldn't tell you.
So that leaves us
Homer
Hour.
Yeah.
Which I produced yesterday.
Yeah.
And I think these were here. Okay.
And
anyway,
props
sorry,
are just so on brand for Homer.
Yeah, right. Great point by you.
That's the confusing part.
So hold on. Back to the Caleb Williams thing really fast. The thing that bothers me is, so Bears fans went from being very vocal on social media last week to, you'll find out on Sunday.
Yep.
You're going to find out who the real man is on Sunday, brother. I don't know why I did Hulk Hogan there.
But Hulk came out.
It happened. And then it went to, well, just wait until we get you in Chicago.
Yeah, the rivalry's here.
The rivalry's here. No, it's not. You lost again.
Yeah.
Congratulations, I guess.
It appears the victory lap it was close.
Yeah, moral victory Monday is what it was.
Yeah.
So
Will didn't engage in any of that. Credit to him.
Yeah.
No, Will's done good.
I also think that it was close last year and the Bears weren't good, so I don't think you can really victory lap around it being close.
They won a game last year.
Yeah, but I mean, both the games were close, but if you asked me which team was better, this team this year is a lot better.
Yes.
So I'm not going to victory lap off of being a close game because sometimes there are close games that don't make you feel better about your team.
Well, losing shouldn't make you feel better about your team,
and
but it seems
I don't.
But it seems about 75% of the fan base that you are a member of
I
does
I'm
feel
just
that
a
way.
foot soldier.
It's because you have to follow up all the trash talk. I mean, we've seen David Kaplan do it. I saw Pablo Iglesias do it. I saw any number of people from ESPN Chicago or Bears affiliated. Because they predicted the Bears were going to win, they then just pivot to, well, it was close, and now it's a real rivalry because we might win in the future.
I think it's always been a rivalry. Like, there's not a single game I haven't wanted to win against the Packers. It's not like this year. It's like, oh, now I want to win even more.
Right.
Like,
Even
when I'm bad, I'm like, there's still that chance. You still want to win. It's not like the rivalry was birthed this year. It's the first time the two teams have ever been good against each other.
Even right. And the game, the one you held on to of undefeated in 2025 going against the Packers, I still wanted to win that game, even though I knew the stakes really didn't matter, because that's what rivals are.
It's literally
you want to beat them every time.
It's the longest lasting rivalry, one of the longest ones in sports.
Yeah, in sports, it is the longest in the NFL.
So to say it's just birthed this year, or now it's a rivalry,
all right.
I disagree.
I'm going to read you this headline that has nothing to do with the Packers, and then we will get to the Packers, okay? This just came out moments ago. The Giants have fired assistant defensive line coach Brian Cox during the bye week. The final straw was his reaction to the seating arrangement being changed on the flight home from the Patriots game when assistant coaches were moved from the front of the plane to the back. Per a source, this is from Ari Myrov on Twitter. So he got fired because...
Who was it? What did he coach?
He's the assistant defensive line coach.
Oh, okay.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
Just get fired from a bad team, get your severance package or whatever, complain about something little. That's a good move.
Yeah,
I respect that.
That is kind of a good move. Dan Duggan on the report there from The Athletic. So don't see that every day.
No.
But the Giants are going to clean house at the end of the year anyway.
That seems like somebody who saw the writing on the wall and said, maybe I can get a free couple weeks here.
And now I can get another job because I wasn't getting fired for my performance.
I was getting fired for my complaint of seating charts. It's a good thing we don't fire people for complaints of seating charts. So that would have been gone a long time ago.
Yeah, you're a complainer. What can we say?
Some of us are doers and some of us are complainers.
It must be nice from your cushy full-time job where you have a desk.
I didn't ask for one.
He was gifted one.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's get to Matt LaFleur. Because I was thinking about this. Sorry, Josh. I was thinking about you in the shower today.
Ew.
Oh. And I was thinking about the Packers. Well, that's really all I ever think about. And I thought to myself, you know what? My trust in Matt LaFleur is all the way back. I think he's got his fastball back. He's got his what's that from that pre-game or post-game high school football game interview? I think I got my swagger back. And I feel that way about Matt LaFleur. It feels like he's got his fastball in terms of play calling back. It feels like he is putting the hands in the ball of Jordan Love. His ball in the hands of Jordan Love. Whoa, that was an all-time bad misspeak.
Thinking about people in the shower and then that.
I will. Putting the ball in the hands of Jordan Love. That has to be my worst misspeak of all time.
It's a bad one.
No, when you tried to say I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Exacerbate.
Yes.
Exacerbate.
Exacerbate.
That was a good one.
We're getting close to being able to power rank Strouf's all-time misspeaks.
Here's the thing, dude. I think I'm pretty good at this. I'm pretty good at being like a professional broadcaster, which is what I'm paid to be.
You have your moments.
For sure. My good moments, you mean? Yeah. Like I think I'm a relatively, all things considered, talented broadcaster.
You're at bare minimum competent most of the time.
Yeah. But there are moments
Yeah.
where I say stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to repeat it. Anyway, let's just start over. Welcome, Mr. Relevant of Alex. Okay. I think Matt LaFleur is back to the level that we expect from him, which is effectively a top 5 play caller in the National Football League. It seems especially over the course of this 4-game winning streak. Maybe not right away in New York, but with the beatdown in Minnesota where he just schemed up a perfect offensive game plan and let his defense go win the game. And then Detroit offensively, you're so impressed with the things he's dialing up. The 3rd down plays, the 3 4th down conversions, 2 of which were touchdowns against Detroit on Thanksgiving, ultimately leading to a season sweep of the back-to-back reigning divisional champions. And then last week against Chicago, the 2 deep ball touchdown passes thrown by Jordan Love, who I think his deep ball accuracy has gone way up over the course of the last few years. But those play calls, I don't think were something Matt LaFleur was comfortable calling even a month ago, let alone a full year ago. So it feels to me, Joshy, like I can comfortably and confidently say once again, I've got my full faith in Matt LaFleur restored. But I'm curious for you, as somebody that's been much more critical of him than others, where he lands after the 4-game winning streak and seemingly the offense taking a turn even without a guy like Tucker Kraft.
I think there's a case to have more confidence. There's a case to be more optimistic. I also think that we have seen throughout Matt LaFleur's career, sometimes he just picks the wrong game plan and it gets too conservative. Or I think there's probably times we've seen him get too aggressive and you go, well, I don't think that was the right plan. You get stuck in it and then it's sort of trying to pick up the pieces. I'm certainly the most confident I've been in Matt LaFleur aside from, I don't know, after the Commanders game this season.
Yeah.
I still think
I agree.
I still think there's a potential for some sort of regression, but the big thing that happened that I think means more than it's been given credit to is the level of trusting Jordan Love after throwing a really bad interception and not sort of turtling up, which Matt LaFleur has been known to do when it comes to Jordan Love. He makes a mistake or he makes a couple bad throws and then the offense changes. It's a lot more run heavy. And it just doesn't look like a cohesive product. I also think there's a degree of Matt LaFleur hasn't had to. Here's a good comparison. That like 17 play drive from Ben Johnson and the Bears, that was Ben Johnson bringing out everything he's got.
Everything.
Emptied the bag.
Yep.
He called like 10 plays that probably have only been seen once or less because it was just so creative. There was all this action, all this stuff moving. Matt LaFleur hasn't had to go deep because he's done good at setting stuff up, but Christian Watson's just beating a man for a 40-yard touchdown, 50-yard touchdown once or twice a week now, which changes everything and gives you so many more options. And then he's got guys making plays, so you can have the confidence in the wide receivers and the quarterback and the passing game to be able to sustain drives, to score points, and make a difference. So to me, to this point, I trust him the most. I wouldn't be surprised if he then disappoints us.
If he lays an egg.
Yeah. And you come out and for whatever reason, because of somebody who he thought was going to play ended up missing. Those things have happened before.
Yeah,
somebody's
definitely.
like a late scratch and it's like, oh, we didn't adjust. We had a plan and then we just stuck with it. And next thing you know, thankfully it's Bull Melton running way too many routes and you're going, well, we should have probably thought twice.
Can I just make a comment about Bull Melton really quick?
Yeah.
It might not be a popular opinion.
Oh, jeez.
Bull Melton's good.
No, he's not. Bull Melton is a nice option to have. He's a useful special teamer. I would much prefer all 7 of the wide receivers they have to be getting the ball.
Savion Williams?
Yes.
Okay.
Just because I think he's more
Romeo
dynamic.
Doubs.
Yes, I do think Romeo Doubs. That's the point you'll get me. I think Romeo Doubs, I'd prefer to have the ball for both Savion and Bull Melton. But
Yeah, okay.
like if everyone's healthy, all's even.
But then the other 4 in Watson, Wicks, Reed, Golden, you
Yes.
want above Dobbs.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I think I don't want to disrespect Bull Melton. He's obviously very important to the team. The team very much likes him. He's like the type of guy that's probably good for the locker room, good for special teams.
LaFleur pointed this out, but the way the bench reacted
Yes.
to him scoring a touchdown.
Yeah, and there's value to that. And I think finding spots to use Bo Melton is totally fine.
He's very good on special teams.
Yes.
Nobody's arguing with that.
And if he wants to run a few goal routes and you give him opportunity, if it's the right play call, fine. But I'd much prefer those go to Christian Watson, Matthew Golden, Davian
Two
Wicks.
things about that play. He adjusted wonderfully, and Jordan Love made an awesome throw.
I mean, he should have probably attacked the ball there. Going back and looking at it.
Well, he was falling though, wasn't he?
No.
No.
No, the guy just kind of went across his face.
Oh, got it.
The defender.
So the defender kind of
the defender
had
an opportunity at it. Hey, he kept his eye on it. Didn't get distracted by the guy flying across his vision. Credit for that.
And he came down with it.
And he scored a touchdown and was a deciding factor in the game. So that's all great. But he's a back of the roster guy.
I won't argue with that. All right, couple of comments on Matt LaFleur. No, I lost this one. Oh, here it is. From Matthew on YouTube, ESPN Milwaukee. Matt LaFleur still hesitant on him. At any moment, I feel like he will go back to what he was a month ago. I do, however, have more hope than I did a month ago, which I think is kind of where we're all at.
Yeah. You said complete faith. I'm not there.
I don't know that you've ever had complete faith. Like, I've always been a Matt LaFleur guy.
There was probably a degree of Aaron Rodgers when those two were clicking, where it was like, this guy's unstoppable. I think probably after the Malik Willis series of games and how good the run game was crafted and the pass game to fit Malik Willis. But he's had his ups and downs, his inconsistencies. He certainly has not been a detriment over the past 4 weeks. Mm-hmm. I'd say that for certain, which to me is a big improvement from what we saw earlier in the season. Mm-hmm. Because I do think he was a massive contributor to the losses that the Packers had.
Oh, totally agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
I think as long as Christian Watson's on the field, you can trust Matt LaFleur. Like the way Christian Watson can take the top off a defense and spread them out, it opens up the creative run game. And I think Christian Watson plays to Jordan Love's strengths extremely well.
And I think we're all sort of guilty of not crediting head coach or quarterback with injuries and the things that happen. Like at some point you do just need to perform. Like, yes, that's the expectation. Mm-hmm. But like the way Jordan Love is currently viewed and his statistics from last season, probably we're not factoring enough that he was playing the whole season injured.
And also think about like the lull that they went through during the middle of the year. Like as it stands right now, he was without his top two receivers, Jaden Reed and Christian Watson.
For a nice chunk of it.
Yes.
And I think we all probably got a little bit ahead of ourselves when it came to the excitement around Matthew Golden, who I still think will be a good player.
I'm not taking the L on that one.
No. But I'm saying in terms of an immediate impact, I think you said he was going to be a 1,000-yard receiver, Josh. That's obviously not going to happen.
Right, but I don't think anything Matthew Golden has done has contributed to that. I think it's been lack of opportunity.
I'm not disagreeing.
Right. And the thing that we're learning, and I victory lapped it today on Twitter, if you noticed it, I proclaimed him done with Romeo Doubs. And if you look at Romeo Doubs' performance in like the last 4 or 5 games, the Packers are done with him, but they're still letting him run routes, which is probably the last step that needs to be taken. Not that he's taken off the field. It's just once Wicks and Golden are fully healthy, though I would hope we start to see those route numbers go down. Now he's playing out of like full-blown necessity, just because you need guys out there.
To a degree. I do think they still like him out there.
I think he's losing favor. His targets have continually dropped.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
His opportunities.
But then again, Josh, if they go to Denver this week and Romeo Doubs gets 8 targets this week, I don't think either of us would be like, well, I didn't see that coming.
He goes 4 for 37. And we all go, well, there it is again. But he has 8 targets.
Yeah. There it is again.
I didn't realize it that Wicks has been dealing with injury since camp. Yeah. I didn't really recognize that was all such a large factor. I thought he had just fallen totally out of favor, but he was just playing injured.
It doesn't sound that way.
No.
Not the way Matt LaFleur explains
and not
it, but
the
also
way he was used when it was necessary.
Well, you mean Thanksgiving, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Totally agree. Totally right about that. All right. So, Lucas Van Ness, by the way, I see some chats coming in on this. Lucas Van Ness is practicing today. Matt LaFleur said he would be out there today.
I don't expect him to play this weekend.
I mean, it would help.
I think they shut him
But-
down and then they're ramping up.
Ramping up when?
I think we want you for the stretch run. We want you for the end of the season. We want
So
you for
they
the
bring him back
playoffs.
for Baltimore?
Yeah, maybe. It just doesn't. I mean, maybe Chicago. It just, with the way it went with him, was he was gone for a time that should have been put him on the IR.
Yeah.
He didn't make it. He returned and played 6 snaps, and then went all the way
6 snaps.
and then went all the way back down to a non-participant.
Not
So
great.
I'm not getting my hopes up for a quick return, and that's good. I want you to be playing in January and through January. I don't need you necessarily the same way I'm going to need you come later games. He'd be nice. He's probably at this point an upgrade from what we've seen Rashawn Gary the past 6-7 weeks.
6-7.
That's upsetting.
He walked right into that.
know.
You did it.
Sucks.
I also never realized until it became a meme how much I just say it naturally and
much-
it just comes up in
How
conversation.
much anyone says it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it comes up a lot.
Realized doing Prep Mania games how often I say those two numbers next to each other, and I couldn't help myself. Because it'd be like a gain
a
of
football
6-7
score,
yards,
it's-
or the 6-7
Yeah.
tight end. Like it just happens. You just got to go with it.
I don't know who has a 6-7 tight end, but by golly, that guy probably had a year.
Homestead did. No, he did not, because they run the wing T. And then Lake Mills had a 6-7 tackle. He's going to North Dakota State, so
But
made
he
a
had
point
year.
to talk about them.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's fair.
All right. Are we past the 6-7 phase?
It feels
No.
like it's starting to diminish.
I feel like it's dying a little.
I think it's just picking up speed.
It's got, I mean, the parents getting into it and wearing Halloween costumes, I think has soured it for a lot of people.
That's a good thing. I never understood it. I kind of just leaned in.
I will not refuse to. I still don't really understand it.
Well, here's the thing. You are the best in the world at judging other people's fun. What other people have fun. Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do, Josh. Don't
yeah.
don't get the squabble at
is
that.
this fun? Is this fun?
Yes, it's fun for people. People have fun with it.
What makes it fun?
I'm not saying I have fun with it. I'm saying people have fun with it.
Yeah, but you're trying to join in. If kids are going to be kids, that's, to me, I'm indifferent. Okay, you're 12. You don't have a fully formed brain. You don't really realize this is lame and not funny, and it looks really weird. But the adults joining into it, weird. Be an adult. Keep it for the kids.
See what I mean?
Some things are meant for the kids.
Strouf just wants to be on the inside of the joke.
Yeah.
He feels
Yes.
left out.
Yeah.
Or counterpoint.
You're a FOMO guy.
Oh, yeah.
Big
You
time.
don't want 6-7 fun being had without you.
I don't want fun being had.
Guys,
without
look,
me.
I get it too.
Why do you think I say yes to everything?
Yeah.
I like having fun.
Why do you think I say no to most things?
Because you don't like fun. And and like I just said, you are the first person to sour or make fun of somebody else's fun.
Yes. And the world needs more of it.
Like I went to a concert on Monday.
Oh, jeez.
What,
And
Shine
Josh
Down?
ridiculed. Yes, actually, it ridiculed me.
Correct.
Ridiculed me. It was Shine Down amongst other acts, so it was a thing where like 10, 11 acts play. So the Shine Down only had a 4-song set, but they were awesome. They were the best band there by far.
Where was the concert again?
An awful state, dude. It sucks down there.
That's right by where I live, so that's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, but tolls, highway tolls, beer prices at a little hockey arena for a minor league team, more expensive than Lambeau Field where I was the day prior. More expensive for a beer of the same size. That's crazy.
Okay.
Well, 'cause
Hang
they know
on,
they
hang
can
on.
get suckers like you.
In defense of the
I only had
tolls,
one beer.
they don't have a gas tax, so you're paying the same amount either way. Doesn't matter. It's just how you
I guess
pay
I've
it.
never had to pay the tolls.
It's just also different when I'd rather pay it at the
Tell
pump
me,
than
tell me,
at
Daddy
Yes.
pays for my tolls without telling me Daddy
there's
pays
this
for my
thing
tolls.
called
You're
an
on-
iPass.
Yes, you
Yeah,
pay
you're
for
on your
it.
Yes.
daddy's iPass. I say
Yeah,
that
well,
as I'm on
cheaper
my
to buy it for a
mother-in-law's
whole year.
iPass, but
Yeah, Hunter. It's cheaper to buy it for the whole year though than to pay every single individual
Let's say
toll.
it is better now that you just drive through them and pay after.
Yeah,
yeah, it was the
that's
worst
a
when you
real-
had to
yeah.
scrape together
That's
85
a real
cents.
improvement. Yeah. I don't got change. I want to stop here, throw it in that little bin.
Speaking of which, I wonder how much mine was. I haven't even looked. I'll
Okay,
probably never
hang on.
look.
I don't know if I
Probably shouldn't admit that. Go ahead.
So, like 2 years ago now, my dad and I went to, actually it was literally just last year, we went to the Blackhawks game on my birthday. I go online.
Sounds like a great birthday.
I go online to try and pay the tolls and put in my dad's license plate. Nothing shows up. I check multiple times for like multiple months, and it never showed up. So, like, I have unpaid tolls with my dad's vehicle.
I one time got a parking ticket in Arizona and never paid it because I said I'll probably never drive here again. Still outstanding. I might be a felon in Arizona for all I know.
Well,
I don't. Does that kick up to a felony?
No.
Or is that just a bad joke?
no, just one.
I'm sure it just escalates to a point, and then it's like the maximum charge. And you could probably technically have like your license suspended, but I don't have it through Arizona.
Oh, sure.
Right.
I guess
not the
I'm just worried that
jurisdiction.
my poor father is going to be driving through Illinois, and they're going to check his plates or something for some reason, and those
probably just
unpaid
get
tolls.
booted.
Yeah, I'm sure they wouldn't arrest you or anything for unpaid tolls.
I know,
Just
but I don't want to
pay 'em.
hassle my dad because for whatever
As a
reason.
resident of the state of Illinois, as somebody that's a resident of Illinois, I'm going to tell you that you're good. You don't got to pay them.
Okay.
You're good.
I'm waiving the fee.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to pay for it?
No, I'm waiving it.
Oh, okay.
The state's already like billions in dollars in debt, so I'm sure they won't. They won't need the money.
They got to work on some stuff.
Yeah,
That's why they're taxing your bets.
yeah, they are.
All right. Well, that was a good conversation.
All
I
because
enjoyed
you
that.
had to interrupt with a 6-7 on you. Your fault.
It's true. And then, I also just wanted to talk about the fact that it was off-putting to me that I went to a concert and you made fun of me.
Yeah, I'm never going to stop.
That's fair. I mean, I've just come to accept it. Like, I don't know what you want me to do with that.
You can't go see Shinedown and not expect to be made.
It says I have no pending tolls. How does that work?
I'm happy for you. It's your freebies for the year. Merry Christmas.
I think it
Because
might
waived
take a
yours,
few
too.
days.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Yeah, I mean, those concerts are fairly common. They happen like across the country through these major places that put them out. And they're classically known for being underwhelming because everybody there is there to just get their check from the big conglomeration. They don't really put effort into it. It's not like a genuine experience. There's a lot of downtime as they switch out stages and all that. And you went to see some crappy music. So, yeah.
I disagree.
Was there not a lot of downtime?
No, there really wasn't, actually.
Really?
So it was a stage that
They
like
did
spun.
each side?
Yeah, so they would set it up, and then so there'd be like a 2-minute, like a DJ would come out and introduce, okay, our next act, and then the stage would spin. No, but I mean, they fit 12 acts in 3.5 hours.
How many people your age were there?
Okay, so that's the thing I was really curious to see because there was like a lot of there was a moment for K-pop Demon Hunters,
Yes.
right? So there was young kids for that. There was several artists I'd never heard of, but the youngins had. I felt very old.
Yeah. And then the butt rock crowd.
There were people older than me. There were a lot of people younger than me. Our age, I mean, few and far between.
Yeah.
So
But
Strouf
it was
probably
totally mixed.
You were probably
You were
landing
the odd
right
man
on
out.
the average age of the crowd, the way it sounds.
I was probably the median. Yeah, I think Hunter's got a better read on it.
Right, but
It's a big arena. There was a lot of people there.
You weren't the most represented group.
27-year-old white guy?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Strouf wasn't falling within
Not
the
for you
mode.
concert.
However, my girlfriend was probably the most represented because there was a lot of female acts who I just didn't know in my blind spot, but like I was impressed by several of them. It was kind of like a mini Summerfest. I enjoyed it.
You being impressed by something, it ranks in the totem pole of people that I would take credence to is like, you're the last. You are the bottom. You're impressed by everything.
I love life. It's amazing what people do.
There is nothing that you see that you wouldn't go, oh, that's pretty cool.
That's not a bad way to live, though.
I mean, I would call it lack of judgment, lack of taste.
Dr. Denver Dan chimes in.
I think that was a little
Positivity
mean.
means Positivity means even an average band is great. Negativity means you will never fully appreciate anything, which is where you fall.
That couldn't be further.
What do you fully appreciate?
What's on my shirt? What did I listen to for like 6,000?
I'm not asking from a musical
minutes?
perspective.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying in general.
I fully appreciate literature. I fully appreciate good movies. I fully appreciate talented athletes.
Wow.
I do it all the time.
You just named 3 things you don't appreciate.
No, I appreciate all those things.
Literature.
It's just because I don't appreciate things I think suck doesn't mean I don't appreciate stuff. I just have a more discerning palate.
Matthew chimes in. 2 things everybody knows about Strouf. He loves life and he loves love.
Yes. Yes.
Beautiful love.
Hey, the world needs more love, frankly.
Real quick, speaking of great films, highly recommend the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein on Netflix.
I watched that, actually.
Loved it.
I didn't pay enough attention, but from what I saw, it was fine. It was good.
It was like directly
See how
quoting
he
the
said it was
book.
fine initially? Fine. It was fine.
Well, I can't make a judgment because I didn't sit down and watch it. I was busy.
You
It was
weren't
the
taking
holidays.
notes?
All right, you know what?
give it
Instead of attacking Josh, I'm going to agree with Josh because this is something that I have joined the club. Well, I've always been on the club. I would like to actually bring your attention to the very first edition of Mr. Relevant ever when I said Jordan Love is the leading MVP candidate after his very first career start, or second career start, first as the official starter, full-time starter against the Bears years and years ago. Josh, you've been all over Jordan Love for MVP the last few weeks. Sports books are starting to get all over Jordan Love for MVP.
Once again, I'm a man before my time.
Yeah, never wrong. Just
early.
Yeah, just early.
Just early.
And I am all in on Jordan Love for MVP. Now, before we get to what Molly Brown said on Jim, Matt, and Molly.
So I joined Jim, Matt, and Molly. This was probably right around Thanksgiving, a little prior to it, because we did talk about Friendsgiving and how I didn't want to participate in it.
But you joined as a guest to talk about Friendsgiving?
No, I was co-host.
Oh, got it.
Yes, I filled in because Jim and Matt were out. She was floating it out. I pushed back pretty hard. The people in Madison who are on the Madison YouTube, if they were part of that show, I was pushing the Jordan Love narrative prior to that.
Good. Mm-hmm. So you didn't finish your thought there. You said she has been, and then...
she's been anti-love. She's not been all in.
Okay, I guess that context is helpful because she said this yesterday, and I saw it this morning, and I've got a few thoughts. Here's Molly Brown on Jim, Matt, and Molly, 4 to 6, ESPN Madison.
I don't necessarily know if teams in the NFL are fearful of Jordan Love. I think they know that he's talented, right? Like, they've seen enough film on him to know that he can make those throws. But I think every team also knows he can do some boneheaded things, too. So that's why, for me, as a Packers fan, I'm a little scared of Jordan Love. Like, I'm a little scared of the things that he could do. I mean, you look at the Bears game just the other day, and that stupid interception that he had that was horrible. He makes poor decisions at times that just really make me nervous.
And she goes on to say she never felt that way with Aaron Rodgers, which that part I won't disagree with. You often didn't feel that way with Aaron Rodgers.
I want to stop, though, quickly. Have you seen the comparison to both of them at this point in their careers?
Oh, Jordan Love's better.
Jordan Love's thrown less interceptions. Yeah. And remembering Aaron Rodgers as the MVP is sort of something we probably all do.
I think that's probably fair.
The middle and late stages of his career are certainly the more memorable parts for us because they happened more recently. But they compare the statistical, like the amount they are the same is eerie. And Jordan Love is better in a lot of those metrics. What changed is year 3 to 4 for Aaron is when he became like almost unquestionably most talented quarterback in the league. I don't know if we're ever going to get there with Jordan Love, but to think that he's not playing at an MVP level or an emergent MVP, I don't think is necessarily fair. And we talked about it on Monday. His interceptions, because they're so bad, are memorable. Because they look like absolute boneheaded decisions. But 4 interceptions over the course of a season right now, that's like one of the best numbers in all the league.
Yeah.
Didn't Jalen Hurts just throw 4 in a single game?
He sure did. And a fumble, by the way. And a fumble.
Like
2 of which came on the same play.
Yeah.
I know Jim said it too, that he doesn't fear Jordan Love. Well, I can tell you that the Bears defense fears Jordan Love.
Yeah.
I can tell you that all the defenses that they face, why are they in too high safety as much as they are, the defenses the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love face? It's because they're afraid Jordan Love is going to throw it over their head and score a touchdown and get big explosive plays. They're the number 1 team in explosive play, the number 2 team. Since Jordan Love has become the Green Bay Packers quarterback, they have the 2nd most explosive plays in all the NFL. Mm-hmm. Explosive plays are what teams fear the most because explosive plays lead to points.
Yes,
They're the key indicator of any offense of success. That is the thing every defensive coaching staff and every defense is looking to minimize because the way they correlate with points so strongly. So Jordan Love being the 2nd best in all the NFL at that means he's feared. He's deeply feared.
Brett Favre won the NFL MVP 3 times in a row, 96, 97, 98. He threw 16 interceptions in 97. He threw 23 interceptions in 98 when he won co-MVP with Terrell Davis. That was a guy that teams feared.
Yeah.
Despite the fact knowing he would make some boneheaded throws. He would make some boneheaded throws. But the thing that Favre and Love have in common is the amnesia. One bad throw is not going to ruin them for the rest of the game, which is what seemingly happened to the aforementioned Jalen Hurts on Monday. He just crumbled after that. Where Love throws a boneheaded interception at the end of the game and then goes out and has a terrific game and a terrific response. What Rodgers and Love have in common is the fact that, well, those boneheaded throws don't really cost you that often. At least that hasn't been the case this year. So to say teams don't fear Jordan Love may be accurate. But the matter of the fact now with Jordan Love is that at this point right now on December 10th, 2025, he is more respected than he's ever been by opponents. You think Denver isn't circling everything that Jordan Love has done the last few weeks to opposing defenses and going, we can't let that happen to us? Because Jordan Love is quickly showing he's capable of things that other NFL quarterbacks aren't all the time. You're seeing those flashes every game now. So, sure, that might be true at this moment, but I don't think it's lasting a whole lot longer.
I will go as far to say that I don't believe it's true at this moment. Listen to the way Ben Johnson, prior to the game, talked about Jordan Love. Listen to the way he talked after the game about Jordan Love and the Packers offense. Listen to how Dan Campbell talked about Jordan Love and the Packers offense. They all are extremely and explicitly aware of the threat he poses and the way he's playing right now and how it is some of the best football that any quarterback is playing in all the NFL. The Packers are the most efficient offense. Jordan Love is the most efficient quarterback in all the NFL. The counting stats aren't there yet, but he's creeping there. He's 5th in the NFL at touchdowns. You don't think a top 5 guy at any position comes into town and you go, well, we don't have to worry about him. The entire design that teams are approaching the Packers with is, how do we stop him and that passing offense from getting these massive chunk games that totally flip the script of games? How can we stop that? And to this point, teams have been remarkably unsuccessful because they have the most explosive plays for a passing offense in all the NFL. So to say he's not feared, if you want me to agree with that, then good, because they'll just keep winning and they'll keep scoring points.
Yeah, I hope she's right, I guess, would be my point. Because then they're going to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
I just don't understand how you draw that conclusion after the season he's had. Because he can win you games, right? We went into this season saying
because of him.
We went into the season saying, I don't know that the Packers necessarily need to win because of Jordan Love. Yes. They can win in spite of well, that's more what the Bears thing said, not in spite.
That's for Caleb Williams.
He can help them win. He's not going to be the reason they win. It's kind of what we were saying coming into the season. Hasn't really been the case the last 4 weeks. They're winning because of Jordan Love.
Yes.
And that is a ginormous step in terms of the growth we've been looking for from number 10. And that's exactly why he is in the MVP conversation that Josh has been crusading the last couple of weeks. So nicely done by Josh. Never wrong, just early.
This applies to Romeo Dobbs, applies to Jordan Love. It's a good year.
Such a dork. All right, I want to talk Monte Carlo simulations.
Brewers hitting.
I knew that was going to come up. I just was trying to make you not say that.
Will, if you got any more, just let me know.
Aaron Rodgers. Something about Aaron Rodgers had to have been right from this year.
I was sitting right here in KBN celebrating how right I was after Aaron Rodgers got everyone fired and that team went down in flames.
Oh, yeah, when you had the cigar?
Yeah.
I think it was a Black and Mild, but yeah,
It sure
same
was.
thing.
Well, Black and Miles are cigars, aren't
Yeah, cigarellos.
Yeah,
Oh.
there's a difference.
they? Wow, big cigar guy back there.
Yeah,
Well, I
Will
forgot what
smokes
it
his
was called,
blunts
so
with
I'm
him.
glad Josh just.
What'd you just say?
Josh said that. That's not true.
If you
Wow.
that's a reference. That's a reference to Will and Homer.
Oh, yeah. And Chewy,
Yeah. Jen Game and Chewy every time I'm out turns into is Will smoking dope or heaters?
They just refer to me on like what kind of drugs young people are doing, and I'm like, I don't know.
He's the spokesperson.
They're like, what do you think?
For young people?
Yeah.
I love
Like, what do you
that.
think? 75%? I'm like, I have no idea, and absolutely no clue.
I haven't run the numbers on
Yeah.
how many people I know.
When I get back to my statistical computer upstairs and refresh it, I'll let you know.
Well, I'm lucky for you guys. I have run the numbers, and I do have my statistical computer in front of me. So I've been hooked on something I discovered a few weeks ago. It's called a Monte Carlo simulation. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar?
Yes.
Will, are you familiar with what a Monte Carlo simulation is?
No, but I'd like to note that I unknowingly gave you a great segue into this
Yeah, unknowingly.
on the computer.
Yeah, you did. And Josh, he just said that he didn't run the numbers, and so I
Can you
did run the
explain
numbers.
what it is to me?
Yeah. So the Monte Carlo simulation effectively is if you run something 10,000 to 50,000 times through a simulation. People on Wall Street use this to, project stocks and how to make money effectively.
It's a way to oftentimes assess risk, mitigate risk,
Oh, mitigating risk? I've done that.
and then find out how likely something is to happen, and the amount of in like stock terms is how much would it be worth risking this if we know it could go to zero, but also it could go 10x.
So like insurance people would do this too, right? To like risks on
Well, this
covering
all
somebody,
started because of the
liability.
Monte Carlo casino and guys running
Yeah.
simulations to try and win at a casino.
Risk analysis, optimization, and solving problems too complex for analytical methods.
Okay, got it.
Where is Monte Carlo?
In Italy.
No.
I think there's like a Call of Duty game that's in Monte Carlo, but I forget where it is. It's a country like Italy, Romania. What does it start with?
Italy was your best guess.
Do you
Yeah.
think Monte Carlo is a country? That's number one question.
No.
No, it's not a country.
Do you now not think that because the way I framed it made it seem like it wasn't one?
What was that question? You phrased that horribly. I'm lost. Give me a hint.
It seemed like you had implied prior to that you thought Monte Carlo was its own sovereign nation.
No.
Monte Carlo is a city,
I know. I thought it was in Italy.
and it is in a city-state
City state.
that is also
The
country.
I
dejection.
love city states.
Oh,
Name one city-state.
Give me a hint. What does it start with?
M. Also M.
Morocco.
Incorrect.
there's
The
a famous
Maldives.
race.
Malaysia.
There's a famous race.
The Amazing Race?
Oh my god. Lord.
There's amazing
Monaco.
start with
Oh,
Monaco,
it's amazing.
which is only a population of 40,000.
Oh.
Kind of wild. All right, Monte Carlo. So I've run this simulation of the NFC North 50,000 times. Of the
What do you mean you've run it?
I've used the Monte Carlo method to run it. Right, so I'm giving it different algorithms. Right here is what the results have been. Here are notable results you should know about these three teams. I threw the Vikings in there too.
If
but-
you play any of the daily fantasy sports, they do simulations, and those are largely Monte Carlos.
love the Monte Carlo.
They give you projections. They tell you what's most likely. Here's the median projection. Here's the optimal. That's sort of what they're doing here, and that's now applied to the standings of the NFL.
So I've run this specifically for the Bears and the Packers, though, because that's what I'm so curious about. And it looks like this, Will. The Packers' chance to go either 4-0 or 3-1 in their final 4 games is 56.2%. which is also their percent chance to win the division, 56.2%. Their average and median and mode, really, of final wins is just over 12. So they are projected to finish 12-4-1. The thing for you, though, that you can take some peace in, the final win total, most likely outcome for the Bears is just under 12, 11.94. So they are also looking at a 12-5 finish.
And I think 11 gets you in.
Well, the Lions are looking at 11-6 finish, but in this simulation, which I also ran with the NFC West, the Lions would not get in, but the Bears would at 12-5.
Okay. I saw, actually, interestingly enough, just came across my phone that Ben Johnson was the first within the Bears organization to say it will take 11 wins for Chicago to get in the playoffs. So I don't know if that's like statistical based or like just he's just saying that.
Do they currently? No, they lost to the Lions, correct?
They lost to the Lions the first game, and they have the Lions last game of the year, so that could come down to everything.
That could ultimately be winning
everything
you're in.
on the line.
That could be, and it very well might be winning you're in for that game. But it is looking like right now, through the 50,000 simulations, there is over a 36% chance the Packers and the Bears are the NFC North's representatives in the playoffs.
That'd be awesome.
And I'm not done. In this simulation, the most likely outcome, wild card weekend at Lambeau Field is Packers-Bears. How fun is that?
If that happens, I hope the Packers win 50-0. I just want it to be over with. I don't want to have my heart broken. Last playoff game I watched, the second to last playoff game I watched was the DD game.
We don't call it what it is.
Yeah,
just the
it's
DD.
like Voldemort. You don't say it.
I understand.
Will, I'm not trying to tell you how to feel, but from someone who's had their heart broken a ton in the NFL playoffs, would much rather have my heart broken. Going through a blowout is so awful. Because then it's like, why were we even there? Like, we didn't even belong in the same field. Yeah, but you'd rather feel like you actually belonged on the field. Packers win 50-0. Like, what was the point of the Bears even making the playoffs?
It's different when you're playing your rival, though.
That's fair.
Like, if you get your hopes up, there's nothing worse. Like last year when I got my hopes up when the Bears played the Packers at Soldier Field and then the blocked field goal happened, that sucked way more than even this week, like where the Packers won by only, what was it, a touchdown?
See, but like, I think about the Dez caught it game. That, for me, was like, okay, the Cowboys were there. They were in that game. They were the underdogs going into Lambeau, and they were in that game. The Packers coming in and just blowing the doors off of the Cowboys in AT&T Stadium, that was far worse for me. Like, I had to turn that game off.
I disagree.
Tom chimes in. Monte Carlo equals garbage in, garbage out. Josh, thoughts?
I don't understand.
Are you a fan of the Monte Carlo or not?
Oh, the thing you just did? Like the actual... Yeah, it's great. If there's anybody here who's like leaning into analytics, it's me. I'm talking about EPA.
That's true. Oh, which, by the way,
like
my goodness, Jordan Love.
Algorithms. Yeah, he's the best in the league at it.
MVP.
Yeah. Has the highest EPA of all quarterbacks, has the highest per dropback.
Since he's only third right now, we can do a little quiet one, but MVP.
I'm not doing it.
MVP.
I'm not doing it until his name is announced and the hardware's in his
come
in his
on. If you were at Lambeau this past weekend, you wouldn't have participated? I participated.
I'd do it then.
I participated.
It happened? I didn't hear it.
It was quiet, but it happened. It was only,
So it was just you.
I'm not a chant guy.
It was only a couple sections. It was more Go Pack Go and Bears Still Suck.
Chanting's a little fratty for me.
And then
I'm so shocked. Josh doesn't like chanting. Why would Josh like to have fun in a stadium?
Not a chant guy.
I love a good USA chant. It's my favorite chant.
Of course.
You going to go to the World Cup and chant it?
I'd imagine the tickets are going to be way outside my price range, but from the comfort of my own living room or a local watering hole, I will be chanting USA.
I saw one of the places the get-in price was like $6,000.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I did see that.
This is why we should have went to Qatar.
It's pretty cool that I don't know if you want to say that have that on record. I don't know if that's a good place to be.
It was a little cheaper to get in.
I was going to say there is a chance with the World Cup. This was something that I came across. On July 4th, there's a chance that the U.S. would play England in the round of 16 in Philadelphia. So that would be on America's 250th birthday. They'd be playing England in the World Cup. That would be an incredible atmosphere. I'd pay $6,000 to go to that game.
All right. We got to get through a couple of things, so let's get to it right now. It is time now for One Word Wednesday. Hunter's got a list of topics. Josh, Will, and I will all answer with one word, sometimes more, sometimes less, depending on the topic. And I know there's going to be one on here today that we haven't been able to hit this week that might use more than one word. So let's waste no more time. Let's get into One Word Wednesday.
Starting in college football, the biggest game of the year, Army-Navy, this Saturday.
Watch. I will watch. I know nothing about either team, but I will watch.
Won't watch.
Stand. This is a game where they do the national anthem and it's sick. And no matter where you are, if you're at the game, if you're sitting at home, if you're at a bar, you need to stand for the national anthem. Put your hand over your heart because it's electric with the flyover and everything.
Sticking in college football, Notre Dame has declined a bowl game after not getting into the college football playoff.
Whiny.
Babies. Cowards.
Right?
B words.
Is the B words babies?
In the NHL, Rangers
Witches.
at Hawks tonight.
Bedard.
Primetime. It's on national TV. I will be watching.
MVP.
Oh, now you'll do the chant.
What's
No, it's only one word. I can only say it once.
Do the chant.
No.
Women's college basketball, the Badgers upset number 20 Michigan State over the weekend.
All right, so I've struggled with this word, but I'm going to try it. Hunter, you are smart. You will know if this is right or wrong. My word is Pingleton.
That Pinchton?
Is that how you say that?
Are you trying to say the coach's last name?
Yeah. You know what? There's no L. It's Pingeton. But
Yep.
I always said Pingaton. Pingeton. She's turned around the culture. Good for her. All jokes aside, what about her name?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Wisconsin women's basketball got an upset win over a ranked team. First time that's happened in a long time, considering how bad they've been.
Good.
First your head coach, changing the culture a little bit.
happy?
She's got 2 of the top 5 recruits in the state coming in for next year. She's got a verbal from local player Anna Miller here in Madison. Probably will be the best
Come on,
player
Josh,
in the
that's
class for
exciting.
27.
I don't want to be dismissive, but it doesn't feel like Wisconsin is a basketball hotbed for talent.
That's where you're wrong.
They're actually better than you think.
Yes.
Yeah, they're better than you think.
Okay, sure. I'll never know.
Here he goes. Wisconsin gets a big win, and he's just like, oh, I don't care.
To be fair, that was a great way out of it. We'll never know.
I
Never will
don't care.
I'll watch the women's hockey team.
You've heard of the name Arike Ugunbowale before, yeah?
Sure have.
Yeah.
Wow. Pouring out talent. Coming out of our ears.
So this last one, it's Phillip Rivers, but we're going to do this a little bit different. So Phillip Rivers signing with the Indianapolis Colts to come back. Your one word is going to be the answer to this question. Who was president when Phillip Rivers was drafted?
Who was president?
Bush.
Yeah, it has to be, right?
Will?
Clinton.
It was Bill Clinton.
It wasn't Clinton.
What?
Suck it.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't he drafted in 05?
No, it was
not right.
before
How'd you
that.
guys not know that?
No, it was not. He was drafted
So sad.
04?
I'm
He
going
was
to look
drafted
up.
in the 90s. Bush was president from 2000 to 2008.
This is why I can chant USA.
He was
you guys
drafted
can't.
with Peyton Manning.
I believe it was the spring of that 2000.
But wouldn't have... Oh, Bush would have been...
Phillip Rivers was drafted in the NFL draft in 2004. George W. Bush was president of the United States.
Oh, dang it.
George Bush was
I
the
got
president during 9/11.
yeah.
I thought that I got by a tweet. My bad.
You did get got.
You got got. You got got.
I only
That's why
guessed
we
that because I
fact-checked.
just didn't want to give the same answers.
Yeah, I was going to say... I said
knew.
05, but Rodgers was drafted in 05. He was the year before.
I
I
thought that he
remember
was.
Bush throwing that pitch, and that happened prior.
He was drafted with Peyton.
I thought that he was in the 2000 draft.
2000 was who? David Carr was the number one overall pick, or was that 01?
Oh, 03.
I don't have encyclopedia remembering skills.
Yeah, you do, actually. More than you give yourself credit
if
for.
anyone here does, it's you.
I'm weird on drafts.
I'm bad with association. No, that was Courtney Brown in 2000 was the...
Well, I said 01. Was Carr 01?
No, Carr was 03, I believe. That was the Texans' first year.
It appears that year was,
it was Vic.
Michael Vick.
Vic was 01. Okay, interesting. All right, well, that was a good way to end it.
Yeah.
This Phillip Rivers thing's insane.
He literally is like a semifinalist to be in the Hall of Fame, and he's just pushing that all back to just play a couple games for the Colts.
Just by signing the contract, he pushes it back.
Wasn't his case to be heard, like, soon?
Yeah. He probably wouldn't have gotten in because I think this year's stacked. I think Breeze is in this one. I think Eli Manning's in this one.
So maybe it was strategic because now he's going to be a first ballot.
Guys, I have some absolute breaking news.
Is it good for what we missed, which is presented by Door County Distillery? Can we hold on for 2 seconds?
Do we need the sound?
Door County Distillery, locally produced, handcrafted, award-winning spirits made locally in Door County. Whiskeys, gins, rums, brandies, all the in-between, whatever you need to do to elevate your cocktail experience this holiday season. Visit their website, doorcountydistillery.com. Find a huge list of unique cocktail recipes, including festive recipes, and the retailer nearest you. That's doorcountydistillery.com. Hunter, I'm going to say yes. Oh, nicely done. Hunter, I'm going to say yes. We need the sounder. I have no idea what this is, though.
Are you two in this room or in this building with me here familiar with the Steve True holiday letter?
This is the first time I've received it, but I saw it did just come across my desk.
It's the first time I've ever been on it as well.
First, I want to say my first time ever receiving it as well, and all of us should be extremely grateful. It is a distinct honor to receive this letter. I don't feel comfortable reading it on the air. Because it takes some shots at some family members. For humor's sake, but some of it is absolutely true. And I am going to, the moment this ends, read it, because I've been read it before. Homer read it to me once when I discovered this. He's been sending this for years. And it's like his stand-in for a Christmas card, but he just types it in a Word doc and then sends it to people. And he put it, hope it's worth a smile, Homer.
I'm pumped to read it. I've been skimming it a little bit.
You've really set the bar high for this because I saw this and I was like, oh, does he just email a Christmas card? Like, nice of him to think of me.
Way better.
Okay, awesome. I'm fired up about it. That is breaking news.
All three of us making it this year is a huge step.
It just seems like he's expanded his list.
I think there's probably been some people who've dropped off the list.
Sure.
So he's figured, hey, those guys, they're nice to me. We talk, we chit-chat.
We do.
Yeah, even though you're not so nice to him. You yelled at him for being old.
Well, I didn't yell at him for being old. I said, shut your mouth, old man,
was your
one
tone
time.
that of yelling?
It was, but I hope you understand, when I yell, it's not always serious, especially if microphones are on.
Well, of course, I do it all the time.
We did it earlier today.
It does seem...
You don't like fun.
It does seem...
Wow.
When you're calling somebody an old man and telling them to shut their mouth in a yelling tone, it's hard to take that so jovial.
Yeah, that's probably fair. You know what? I will not argue with that. Okay, so hold on. I want to go back to this Phillip Rivers thing really fast. So, did you see the story that him...
It'd be a real story this time?
No, yeah, yes, it is. I believe it's him. So he was a high school football coach the last couple of years. His son was the quarterback, and
why are you laughing?
I opened the Homer letter. It's been a different year. A first ever trip to Ireland and a first ever major house fire. What a lead. Did we know he had a major house fire?
It wasn't his. It was his kids, I believe. All right. Well, clearly Josh isn't going to listen to anything I say.
No, I'm done. I'm done.
Dude, he was running the Colts offense. Him and Shane Steichen had weekly phone calls to go over his high school football offense. That's how he came back. It's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, he has grandkids.
Kid, I think singular. But yes.
The real, and not to like get too serious because what are we going to do about it? But the college football and the NFL needs to address their talent issue and their QB like building and bringing them along. If the Colts looked around and said,
we got nothing except a guy who hasn't played since COVID.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah. We have a QB development issue. And it's probably should set off some alarm.
It's a pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
Because it's pretty clear. I mean, it feels like in the QB realm, the have and have nots, the gap continues to grow ever larger. The bad QBs are getting worse, and the good QBs seem to continue to separate themselves in a real distinct way. Like, we're at a point now where, like, remember the arguments about Tua Tagovailoa? Mm-hmm. Now, universally, everybody looks at him like, well, there's nothing there. Mm-hmm. Like, the lowest you can go right now and be confident in a quarterback winning is like a Baker Mayfield. Past that, you find an odd Sam Darnold every so often.
Davis Mills.
And then you just look around and go, we got nothing. I mean, the Jets, Justin Fields had a game where he had 11 passing yards. Mm-hmm. And then he took one screen 40 yards and ended with like 51.
I put a lot of this on the way that colleges recruit high school players.
I think so too.
They don't ask these guys to actually process the game at the college level the way that they need to in the NFL, and then you try to translate as much as you can to the NFL, and it just doesn't work the second that a defensive coordinator figures it out. And then you see guys who will play really well, and then there is no improvement because they didn't develop anything, and they were never asked to. And these guys now with the transfer portal never have to actually develop. They just want to go out there and play right away instead of actually learning how to play an incredibly difficult position. And Josh kept reading the letter.
So did I. All right, we gotta go.
All short and sweet because I am in the toughest battle of my life. I was terrified to read what on.
Yeah.
He's a dog. His name is Marley, and he's a 2-year-old Yorkie. It wouldn't seem possible that a 6-pound dog could produce such a battle, but I am losing the battle. He should have been a writer. And on top of being a great radio host, he should have also been a writer.
It's truly unbelievable. All right, that will do it for us today.
We need to option his book. We need somebody to buy the Homer story.
That's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
I have a quick what we learned. When I referenced earlier that I only knew Monte Carlo from Call of Duty, I was wrong. Ryan Wollersheim informed me that I was thinking of Monte Casino.
Which is based off Monte Carlo.
Yeah, so I'm right.
Yeah,
sure.
you're close.
I honestly didn't know that Monte Casino was
We gotta
Monte
go.
Carlo.
All right, that was it for us today. We're back with you Friday, 12:30 Central. Preview Packers Broncos then. Josh, shut up. We're back with you Friday. Goodbye.
I just can't believe what Will just said.
We're done.
What did I say?
We're done.